Hey, welcome. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can use voice AI to drastically improve the show rates to your appointments in your business. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Justin, and I like to make tutorial-based content on problems I solve in my business. I run a automation and marketing agency named LeadBrain, and I'm often finding new solutions for my clients or solving problems for myself and my business. And I like to make content showing you exactly how I solve those problems in hopes that it'll help somebody else. So let's hop right in. So if you come in here, what do I mean by increasing show rates? I think we are all pretty familiar with appointment notifications. And if you see here, this is just a traditional sort of text message, text-based, email-based appointment notification system. Pretty standard. GoHighLevel uses workflows and to enable this kind of behavior. So hey, once an appointment is set, send a reminder out 48 hours before, 24 hours before, 2 hours before, a minute before, whatever interval you decide to make these appointment notifications go out, they can. It's pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty static. Now, this alone improves appointment show rates drastically because too many times people set appointments and they get busy and they forget about them. Or maybe it's really easy to set an appointment on like a landing page or a Calendly link or a 𝐭𝐤.com link, and then people just forget about them. And what ends up happening is if they don't show, the business owner misses out on revenue, and most importantly, people waste time. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to take this appointment notification system to the next level, and we are going to incorporate voice AI to actually call the person and remind them of their appointment. So they're going to get a text, an email, and maybe a phone call, or maybe you mix and match and replace these. But what's very powerful about the phone call is instead of just saying, hey, are you looking to confirm? We're actually going to be able to reschedule the appointment if it doesn't make sense for the person. Let's say, hey, you have an appointment on Friday at 8 in the morning. Can you confirm? And the person says, actually, no, I'm busy Friday. What if we go for, Monday at 2? The voice AI is going to be able to actually do that. Or let's say they have to cancel their appointment. The voice AI is actually going to be able to do that. Whereas in the past, these text notifications, I see it sometimes people put trigger links in them and they allow people to like cancel or reschedule. But sometimes, it's kind of a manual process, or maybe somebody texts back, but nobody really looks at the text. And so this is just another tool in the toolbox. And I have a few recordings that I'm going to share before we hop right into the technical stuff, but listen in how this works. So this is an example of a voice AI agent calling me to remind me of an appointment, and I tell them that I'm going to cancel the appointment. So let's hop right in.
Hello, Justin. This is ABC Med Spa calling to confirm your appointment on Friday, February 28th, 2025, 8 a.m. Can you confirm you will be present?
No, actually, I need to cancel that appointment.
Give me a moment. Your appointment on February 28th, 2025 at 8 a.m. has been successfully canceled.
And there you go. So that's an example of where I canceled the appointment. And here's another example of where I actually rescheduled that appointment using voice AI.
Hello, Justin. This is ABC Med Spa calling to confirm your appointment on Friday, February 28th, 2025, 8 a.m. Can you confirm you will be present?
Actually, I'd like to reschedule for Monday at 8 a.m.
Hold on a sec. Your appointment has been successfully rescheduled to Monday, February 26th.
So how exactly did we do that? Well, in a previous video, I showed you how I created an Agentic AI appointment booking workflow. And in that video, where I'll link down below in the description, I'll also probably put it somewhere here in the video, I show you exactly how I created this system. And this system, what it is an AI agent built in N8N. If that sounds like complete Chinese to you, that's okay, because it's new. And I shouldn't say Chinese, but if it sounds foreign to you, that's okay. It's new, right? It's new technology. People are making AI agents. It's kind of a buzzword right now, but they're making new AI agents all the time. And so I created a video showing how I created an AI agent that handles my GoHighLevel calendar. It can do things like create contacts, search appointments for those contacts, update the appointments, and get free slots if like there's a booking conflict. And so In this video, actually, I'm gonna give this away so I can, over here I download this. I can export this and I provide it to you in the form of a JSON file, and then you could just come in here and import from file. If you have an N8N account, if you don't, you could sign up, and then just import this and then plug in your information. Watch that other video so you can see exactly how it works. I'm not going to focus on building this system here in this video. I'm just going to show you how this system can actually integrate with other things. Now, the link down below is going to take you to my school community. It's completely free. And so if you hop in, we have a video library of everything I show you how to do here. And all these files will be available for free for you to download in there. So go ahead and hop in the school community and I'll see you in there on the inside. But what's very exciting about this is initially I built this system for an outbound voice AI agent, and actually inbound as well. I just wanted the ability to book appointments, but not just like book appointments in a static workflow where it's like, hey, if we don't have any booking conflicts, do this, or if we do have booking conflicts, do this. I sort of had to define the logic that went between there, and I'm not going to bore you with the details, but I wanted an agent that was a little bit more intelligent, that can make decisions on its own. And that's what this booking agent does. It has a set of tools, it knows how to use those tools, and it just makes decisions based on that. But so I initially built that for the inbound outbound voice AI product, where somebody calls in or the AI calls out, and if the person has an intent to book an appointment, then the voice AI can do that. But what's cool is that I made 0 changes to this voice AI agent, and I was able to just plug and play this into the appointment reminders. So the appointment reminder agent now has access to this same tool, this Agentic voice AI booking system, and it uses it without any problem. So that's pretty cool because that's a scalable, extensible product. It's shown to be resilient enough to handle this workflow. Now, surely once it gets put through its paces, maybe we'd have to make some tweaks and changes, but the concept, the proof of concept exists right here, and it's pretty cool that this was able to work across different applications. So if we hop in here, I'm just going to show you sort of how this works. So this is just an example here of an appointment reminder workflow. In this case, we just have a 24-hour reminder present, but if you've done any sort of appointment reminders before, you probably are used to seeing this trigger where the appointment status is confirmed, and then you have this wait step that's like, hey, wait 24 hours before that appointment, and then do some things. Normally it's like a text message or an email, but in this case, we're sending out a webhook because the webhook is what's going to trigger the voice API, VAPI, to make the call. And let me be clear, in this demo, I'm using the voice API, but whether you use Retail, Assistable, any other voice AI product or software that allows you to do outbound calling, the process is going to be the same. The webhooks may look a little different, the API calls may look a little different, but fundamentally it is the same. And so here we're going to use the voice API, and we're going to trigger an outbound call. And that outbound call, like you heard in the recordings, is going to ask the person, hey, are you able to confirm this appointment? Are you going to come? And if the person says, hey, no, they can confirm. And if they confirm, good to go. We can choose to have the voice API do some action, like tell GoHighLevel, like, hey, they confirmed. And then we notify the team, hey, we confirmed. But really what I'm focused on here is if the person says, hey, I need to cancel or reschedule, we want the voice API to be able to reach out to the appointment booking agent and do exactly that. And that's the agent that I just showed you. So let me hop in here real quick and show you what this webhook looks like. And so here is my GoHighLevel workflow. And like this is a very bare bones example, but like maybe this looks more familiar to you. So here is just more a traditional appointment booking notification workflow where we have notification once the appointment is booked. We get a confirmation email 48 hours before the appointment. We send a text, we send an email, and then 24 hours before we do the same, and then so on and so forth, right? Now, in this example, we're just using a webhook so that we can trigger the outbound call. Now, if I wanted to here, I can insert an email and an SMS the same way I just had in that other workflow. But I'm just trying to keep it simple for demonstration purposes. And so if I come in here and look at this webhook actually is just right here. If I go to the VAPI API docs, and I come into, probably should have had this open beforehand, create a call. we have documentation here that shows us exactly how we create a call. And so we need some information, authorization, which is our API key. And then if we come down here, we can give it like, hey, what assistant do you want to call from? And I'll show you that voice assistant here in a second. You can put like, hey, who's the contact and all this stuff. The specs are here inside of the voice API documentation. And if you come in here, you can see here, we're providing the API key. I have everything set in custom values just for privacy reasons, so I'm not putting my information out there on the internet. But you can copy and paste your API key right here or set it as a custom value. I have a custom value named VAPI token, and that's where my API key is at. And then you have this payload right here. So right here, this shows us that we have an error, which I'll check here in a second. But it looks like we have our assistant ID, which I have in our custom values. But if I come in here to my assistants, that assistant ID would be provided right here. Literally just copy and paste it if I wanted to. I don't want to expose that here, so I'll leave it as a custom value. And then you have the phone number ID. So if we come in here to VAPI and then we go to phone numbers, you select whatever phone number you're using. You can copy and paste that ID into there. And then what do we have? We have number formatter result. Now, what is this? So because the VAPI API requires the phone to be in a specific format, it's called like a E.164 format. Essentially, it wants plus country code and then the phone number. So in the US, it's +1, and then 305-123-4567, whatever the phone number is. GoHighLevel by default provides it in a different format. And so what we need to do is format that number. And if you come into here, you see we have this first action here is a number formatter. And we're just taking the phone raw format and then we're moving it to the E.164 format. And then we're using that phone number inside of our API call. And so if we go down here, we're giving it the contact name, and then we have these overrides. Now, what these overrides are, these variables, it's just information that we want to pass to the voice AI assistant in VAPI. We want to give it the first name, the last name, the appointment ID. This is a cool little trick here. This isn't published anywhere, but the appointment ID is the actual event ID of the appointment. And so I actually don't do anything with this right now because the voice AI, the agent, the N8N agent that I built can search for appointments. But this appointment ID actually can get rid of it. It can simplify that. It can get rid of that search function because I'm actually able to give it the event ID of the actual appointment. And what's cool about this is that appointment.id was not published anywhere. It's not a merge field that's shown in the GoHighLevel docs or anything. But it's cool that you're able to pass that over to VAPI because VAPI can pass that back to N8N, and then N8N can, do actions based on that. But not to confuse you, if none of that made sense, don't worry. You don't need to know that. I was just excited about appointment ID actually being a value. And next thing we do is we give it the appointment date and time. And so that is a variable here, these custom values. If you go into appointments, you have sort of the start date and time. That's all that is. And the location name. So I'm giving it like, hey, this is the account name, so that if we announce the name of the business, we're telling the voice AI agent. Now, none of this stuff here is necessarily required. Well, arguably the appointment start time is required so that the voice AI agent can confirm that actual appointment. But these are all optional fields, right? And let me see what this is yelling at me for here. Appointment ID is not a valid expression. So this is what I was telling you about. That's cool. It actually is a valid expression. And GoHighLevel doesn't even know about it. Surely they do because they store values in there. But yeah, so that is the create a call API. And so if we save that and I come over here and I create an appointment, then I should receive a call, and let's try to do that live. So I have my demo account here. Let's go ahead and, you know what? I'm gonna pop back in here because we're not gonna wait 24 hours before. We're actually going to do it live. So come over here to appointments, and then let me come in here and add an appointment for, let's just select Friday. 8 a.m. Sweet. So once I do that, I should have a contact that's sitting in the workflow waiting to be moved, right? And so if I come in here, that's not where I want to be. This is where I want to be. So if I come into the appointment confirmation here, we look and we have one contact in here that's waiting for the 24 hours before appointment because we just booked an appointment, right? But we're going to speed that person along. Justin here, we're going to speed it along, and then I should receive a phone call in my demo account. So let's do that. There you go.
Hello, Justin. This is ABC Med Spa calling to confirm your appointment on Friday, February 28th, 2025, 8 a.m. Can you confirm you will be present?
Actually, can you cancel that appointment? I'm not going to be able to make it.
I can help you reschedule your appointment. Could you please provide me with your preferred new date and time?
I'd just like to cancel it.
Hold on a sec. Your appointment on Friday, February 28th, 2025, at 8 a.m. has been successfully canceled.
All right, cool. Now, I have some weird feedback going on here whenever I'm recording and I'm actually making that phone call. So whenever I'm not doing it on the call or I'm using my phone, I don't get that weird feedback loop. But you could see there, it knew my appointment time because we passed it in the webhook. And then I told it I want to cancel. And I think just the mic and the speaker being here, it got kind of confused. And it's like, hey, do you reschedule? Like, no, I want to cancel. And it told me it canceled the appointment. So let's go in there and check if it actually canceled the appointment. So if we pop in here and go to our calendar and go to appointments, it looks like that appointment was in fact canceled. And so that is extremely powerful. And I'm going to sort of end the video here. But I think that this is a powerful tool for anybody who works on a high volume of appointments, whether it's a doctor's office, a med spa, a salon, a barber shop, you name it. Anybody who works on an appointment basis, I would certainly add something like this into your repertoire. It doesn't cost you much. And I think it will have extremely beneficial implications. I think that the more you can ensure people show up to your appointments, the more you're able to capture revenue. And so I think that, this can work. So if you're new to the channel, thank you for coming in. I highly encourage you to subscribe. I try to make videos like this at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. I have a full-time job and I make this, so I'm just trying to make it work. And join the school community. So what I've found is that people were asking questions in the comments, which I love. I encourage you to continue to do that. There was people who are reaching out to me on my email address, which also I love. But I found that the best way to do this is to actually just create a community where we can collaborate, where you can ask questions on the community, and not only me, but very, very smart people inside of the Automation Station community can help you. So in the link in the description down below, there'll be a link to the school community. Go ahead and join. It's completely free. And I'm just looking to be networking with like-minded people just like you. And as I mentioned, the giveaway for the template, this N8N template that you can download and import this exact agent into your system and watch the video that I created in the past. I'll also link it here at the end of the video so you can see exactly how it works, and then you can make it work for your business. That will be in the school community as well. So that's all I have for today, and have a nice day. Peace.
Free audio post-production by �ㄝ𝐢𝐭𝐡.com.